Okay, now that we've lightly touched on the amazing pizzas that can come out of the Alfresco pizza oven, let's put the plus in the pizza oven by showing you just one of my favorites, a wonderful steak cooked on the Alfresco Pizza Plus. What we're going to start with is, these are two prime New York strip steaks. I've got some chopped peppers and onions. I have to with any great steak dinner. But my secret right here is in the pizza oven, currently preheating. This is my beautiful cast iron skillet. It was my mom's cast iron skillet, and it's now mine. And what I've done is I've got it now preheated to screaming hot, white hot, and it's ready to cook. And what I'm going to be doing is starting with a little bit of bacon. And just going to start with a little bacon just to give it a little bit of a fat and a little bit of oil. Oh, listen to that. We call that the Alfresco sizzle. And there's nothing like it. So now I'm going to take these two beautiful steaks. I'm going to put them in there. And you can see how they're just already starting to caramelize and get ready. I'm going to center them on that pan. There it goes. Oh yeah, it wants to cook now, doesn't it? I'm going to put those in, close the door, and on a steak about that thick, I want to give it about 4 to 5 minutes on each side for a perfect medium rare. Okay, from the sound of it, it's time to flip our steaks. About 3 to 4 minutes after I put them in. They're still dancing. Oh yeah, as you can see, great color. These steaks are just rocking. What I'm going to do is just give them a nice turn. And if you can see from the color, got great caramelization. The bacon is nice and brown. I've got good color. And again, my favorite thing with steak is onions and peppers. So let's add a little bit of that to add some wonderful flavor and some great, great caramelized finish to it. So we're going to put some of that around, finish that off. And you can see I'm wearing a glove. It's pretty hot right around the hearth here. But if you'll notice, it's so ice cold to the touch right around here. One of the amazing safety features of Alfresco. So I'm just going to move the onions around to expose the top of that steak. Make sure we're getting the color. It's going to go back in for another, say, 3-4 minutes at the most. I've got my potatoes and my butternut squash already roasted from an earlier roast. Dinner's going to be wonderful. Okay, it sounds like it's ready. We've had it in there for about 8, maybe 9.5 minutes for the perfect medium rare. If you like it more well done, just leave it in the skillet and let it rest, and it will continue to cook up. But I have to tell you, if I was a domesticated barnyard animal, that's the way I'd want to be remembered. Okay, we're going to let our steaks rest for just a few minutes to absorb all those wonderful juices. And while we do that, I'm going to warm up the potatoes and the butternut squash that I roasted in my Alfresco pizza oven earlier today. So I'll just close that back up and get that ready. And while that's doing, let's see how we did with our steak here. Just to check the doneness. Oh yeah, that's just how I like it. That's just how you'll like it. Okay, the steaks are rested, the potatoes are hot, and I'm getting really hungry. It's time to eat. So let's get the potatoes out. Oh, do they look great. Look at the color and the sizzle on that. Whoop. There we go. Oh, and the smell of the wood, the Alfresco finish on there is palpable. And I can't wait for everyone else. I'm going to serve myself. So just a little bit of potato, a little bit of butternut squash, and most importantly, the reason that I get up in the morning, my favorite perfectly cooked steak. And I hope you can smell this through your camera right now. It's got that wonderful, wonderful, almost wood-fired finish on it. I'm really hungry, just a few more slices. The juices are still there. The crispness on it is like no other wood-fired finish. And if that isn't a plate fit for a king, then I don't want to be king. Enjoy.